there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Northwestern's offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the Big House fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistent.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Barry. The sure hands, it's Blue. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Penn. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Got his man on the outside. Back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his target down the middle. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
That is
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
And the Wolverines are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
To the air, it's Barry. He's got it! Into the end zone! shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now.
325.
From the gun, the ground game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Barry. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Power football with the run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
And the Wolverines are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He'll keep it himself. Good, solid tackle.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's like a loose bowler, just caroms his way to the 32.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they just...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Barry. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's at the top. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Barry. Working that left side now. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They go to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Second down coming up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
No gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And some room to work.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Grab behind the line. It's Blue. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Dropping back, it's Barry. Wide open downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hurtado.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Got his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before... Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense.
Got it.
They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that will create.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. To the air, it's Barry. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Wolverines! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Barry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's open on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looking downfield on first down. Slithers into space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barry. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked down a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Let's go.
Back to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Gets it to the back.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. Gonna look downfield again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down.
Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. It's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Picks up 7.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, Tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the... yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
It's complete on the right side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Back to throw, it's Canty. Right on the money. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Punt is on its way. And it'll be down right there. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Gonna try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Canty. Oh, he makes the catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st down.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Running to Green. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tough, and you're seeing that right now.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pulls it in. It's Hurtado. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Alvarez. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Cradles it at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking.
Oh, he's got some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Lets it fly deep downfield. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alvarez. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched 72 yards, and they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers offense will take the first swing of the game. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connor. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the 1st time. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Barry. Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing 4th down.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Quarterback will keep it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He gets the first down, and I guess, 4th down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window. Now you've got a card that tells you your percentages of getting on 4th down and scoring and not kicking field goals and a whole nother area to monitor in case of coaching.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that D-tap. It's cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Barry. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls it in. It's Connor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Got room at the 35. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big playability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Quickly out to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the back. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Gets it past the marker. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical.
It's a seam wide open. Lowers those pads. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskers. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hurtado. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Dropping back, it's Barry. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play call.
There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Easy.
Looking for a gap. It's Blue. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Couldn't quite nudge march it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
The Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Brooks. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on second and short. 3 wideouts to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskers will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Connor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Snagged in the middle, it's Connor. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get... Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it first and 10 inside the 30. Right back to the well. Creates a little space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Barry. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they will score! Touchdown, Michigan! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 7 over UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
To throw, it's Barry. He's got him. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Blue. Finding open areas. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground pick up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab on the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Barry. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gurley or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Barry. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice...
Touchdown, Michigan! They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Connor. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a man. It's Barry. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Oh, they're after him! Makes a grab, past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Okay, ready.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field.
Cobra.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Easy.
To the air, it's Barry. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so useful.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
In Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball in multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They want to run this quarterback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. The give from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stop. The 40 defense coming up with
defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about nice getting the interception?
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll give it to the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Barry. Zings it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red opportunity here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You have an opportunity bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. After that, he'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for room at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Back to pass, it's Barry. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
offense takes control of this football game, I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Got a man. It's Simon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Brooks. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Floyd of Rosedale has an owner as we've gone final between Minnesota and Iowa. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
Hey, guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they've just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams, and they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead, and this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.